back. Welcome back to Creative Perspectives. I'm Brandy, and I just wanted to take a second to talk about mama's boys. We don't want them. Oh, Lord Jesus, we don't want them. We don't want them. We don't want them. We don't want them. Okay. So when it comes to a mama's boy, it's kind of tough because I'm a mother too, and I'm training my son pretty much just to become a responsible adult, and to emphasize 2 points: one for education and one for character, and that's it. Training him to fly away from the nest, not draw closer, because then it hinders the growth. But you have some parents where you have men that are in their 40s and 50s and 30s where they're still under the thumb of being guided by their parents, like their mother particularly, where she is trying to guide and control every part of that man's life under the perception that it's protection, and it really isn't. A person is too old. They have to learn to make their own mistakes. They have to date. They have to find out what works for them. If you are controlling a grown man, it really hinders their ability to have a successful relationship, or one that's not robotic, or one where a woman is not really taking full control of them, because you are a reflection, which allows them to find a woman just like you. So if you're controlling, they're going to find a woman that's equally as controlling to them. And what ends up happening is that person is not able to live out their full potential because they have a mother who's always interfering. And it's sad because some mothers, they want to place themselves in a position to be the wife without the title, And it's like, to still make that person feel guilty, play emotional tricks, mind games, manipulations. If some could be narcissistic, where it's all about them. As long as my son is doing what I need him to do, then you guys can have the relationship that he's looking for. If you hear that, they're the priority, the son is the secondary priority. So you want to be careful of that. But I'm going to see if I can pause this. I have goosebumps on in the background. Let me see if I can pause this real quick so I can focus. All right. So we're having one of the silent conversations. But anyway, if a mother is controlling their child, they're not providing the room for them to breathe and make their own decisions on their own. They're actually trying to be the wife and put the kid secondary. So if you're in that situation, you need to put your parent in their place, especially if you're grown, because you've already proven you can make your own money and that you are living your own life the way you want to. But if you have a parent figure that's still well into adulthood, that's trying to tell you what to do or make you feel like you're not good enough to make your own decisions, you probably need to get away from that parent, because they're extremely toxic. You just don't realize it yet. And they're hindering your growth and your ability to find someone who may be perfect for you or who may work out for you, because they're throwing everything. Because remember, a child, if depending on the relationship with their parent, they're sharing a lot of their fears and their insecurities with the parent. But that parent can abuse that trust. It says, Dino, show your feet, please. Go back, please. Oh, hi. You want to see my toasted, crusted, nasty feet? No, my feet are actually, they're nice looking, but I've been in the flight industry where we walk in the freaking airports. You might not want to see them dogs. Joking. So it says go back. Yes. Oh, you still want to see those nasty feet? Oh, okay. Okay, just listen to the message. Okay, so I have the Z Fold. So it makes you look wider on here. Oh, you're saying you would massage my feet? Oh, if I had a pedicure, I would expose those toes, those nasty toes. No, I'm just joking. But anyway, yes, show me. You gotta get yourself together, Dino. Dino. You massage my feet. Lord have mercy. Lord knows I've been single for a very long time. Oh God, somebody's going too far now. Okay, we're gonna stop that. I don't want to have to turn off the comments. Anyway, um, let's get back. I don't know if you can see the comments on here. I think I would have to change my settings. But anyway, let's get back to it. Okay, so, and I'm conservative, so I don't do what that message said. I saw one that was just inappropriate. Okay. Okay, feet is one thing. You starting to go a little out there. Okay, with the request, you gotta get your stuff together. Lord have mercy. Anyway, let's get back to it. If you're dealing with if you're dealing with someone who is controlled by their parent, the parent to me is not really caring for their child's explorative nature. So if I'm trying to control you, because I am a parent too, I don't want to control my child when they get past the age of 18. I want to act as a guide underneath the age of 18 to give them everything they need to successfully become an adult. However, when they become an adult, it's time to let go. It's time to allow them to become the adult that they intend to be. But you have some people, even in their 40s and 50s, where their parents' opinion still controls literally their existence. And it will never create a successful relationship because you can't have two women in your life. You know, you can have one, like a healthy parent can respect the space. A unhealthy parent is always trying to invade the space, and it makes it very uncomfortable, especially for someone who's trying to get to know who you are or who you're in a relationship. So ensure that you're careful with where your parents stand. You know, some people are not biblical, you know, but in the Bible it says leave to cleave. You also need to prosper. You also need to be fruitful. Being fruitful, you have to explore life to see what works for you in life in order to be fruitful. So, and that's in relationships, that's in jobs as well. So, if you're still living under the control of a parent in your 40s and your 30s and your late 20s, you need to really re-examine that, because you're going to miss out on so many blessings and people who are blessings in your life when you sit there and you literally allow your parent to still control your life. We're supposed to step back and let you figure it out after maybe 25. You know, you still need a little bit of guidance, you know, from 18 into maybe 25, because you got college, you have everything else. But for women, that could be uncomfortable. And for a man, that could be uncomfortable too. If you always have your mother in your ear trying to guide you into your relationships, that could be unhealthy. So I would encourage you, if that's the case, figure life out on your own. Okay. As long as you have the integrity, good character, and you have worked to have a great job or a good job or a sustainable job, then it's time for you to figure it out. And if you need any type of social or emotional support, you know, you can go to your family, but you just have to be careful of who you're sharing that with, because we all have family members where they don't have their best intentions for you, and they will lead and guide you in their direction based off of their intentions in your life. So anyway, I will end it there because I'm getting some crazy comments. Extremely crazy. Oh God, it's so disgusting. Well, not disgusting, but some people are being inappropriate, but that's okay. You know, I don't pay attention to that. I'm like a combat veteran. We don't really pay attention to that silly stuff, But yeah, so to be a successful man, you can't lead and guide if you're still under the rule of thumb of your parent. Okay, because no woman is going to sit up there and feel comfortable with your aw, do you know? Aw. No, we don't do that. Sorry. You got to find somebody else that can show you their toes and their feet and their unmanicured feet, okay? Stay on topic, by the way. But yeah, you definitely want someone who can handle their own. Women are looking for people that, not for people, but like a man who can lead. You can't lead if you're following your parents in your 30s and 40s. So anyway, I will cut it short. I think somebody has like a fake account and they're doing that. I'm going to check that out. Anyway, have a good day. I promise to start getting on here more often. My screen really does look wide because I'm taping this from a Z Fold phone. So I'm used to, I could unfold it because it makes it look smaller, but okay. Anyway, bye. Let me see how to figure this out. I haven't done a live in a while. I'll have to figure out how to shut it down. Anyway, stay blessed, stay kind, heal if you need to, and don't let people control your lives, especially a parent. Once you're past a certain age, you definitely have to establish yourself, and you can't do that unless you're experimenting with this thing called life. When I was younger, I would have never thought half of the things I thought unless I had life experiences on my own. And my parents were not uh, the type where they're trying to control every aspect, especially my father. He was more like, you have to learn, but he gave me all the tools to watch out. And that's what we're supposed to do as parents, give our kids the tools and then let them go out there with the tools and give them gentle reminders, but stay neutral in everything they do. Anybody that's trying to always try to tell you what to do and guide you into their way, to me, it's a form of witchcraft because it's saying, I want you to do what I want you to do. So if I don't like this girl that you're with or this guy that you're with, if you're a woman, then I'm going to feed you these unhealthy thoughts so that you can do things my way. And you got to be careful with that. That is a form, to me, that's bad. It's like witchcraft all day long. So anyway, have a blessed day. Happy Mother's Day. I was flying, during Mother's Day and training. So, but bye to all the mothers and stay blessed and stay single until you find the right one. If they try to put pressure and get mad because you're still single, because they're trying to be in your space, then that's not for you. I can almost guarantee it's not for you. It's somebody being selfish. And you got to start saying, no, honey. No and no and no. Okay, I'm done playing. Bye. Okay, how do we stop this daggone recording? I did it yesterday. Still recording. Okay, hold on. All right, how do we stop? There we go. Figured it out.